The 1984 film Tank is an action comedy directed by Marvin J. Chomsky, and it's a wild ride. James Garner stars as a tough US Army Sergeant Major who goes toe-to-toe with a shady small-town sheriff, and he uses his own WW-era Sherman tank to do it. The movie mixes family drama, vigilante justice, and all-out over-the-top vehicle mayhem. So what's it about? We follow Command Sergeant Major Zack Carey, played by James Garner, a veteran close to retirement, posted at a base in rural Clemens County, Georgia. He's not just soldiering on, he's coping with some heavy family baggage too. Zack lost his older son in a military accident, and things are pretty tense with his teenage son, Billy, C. Thomas Howell. The two do bond over something unusual though. Zack's restored 1942 M4 Sherman tank, which he rolls out for parades. But then things really take off. Zack steps in at a sketchy local bar to protect Sarah, Jenna Lee Harrison, a young sex worker from an abusive deputy, James Cromwell. That puts Zack smack in the crosshairs of Sheriff Cyrus Belton, GD Spradlin, who basically runs the town like his own private empire, exploiting folks and forcing women into sex work. In classic crooked cop fashion, Belton plants drugs in Billy's locker at school, getting him arrested and slapped with a sham trial that sends him straight to hard labour. No real defence allowed. Zack tries to do things by the book, even offering his own retirement savings as a bribe. Belton, of course, double-crosses him. So Zack quits the army, and that's when things get really entertaining. He rolls out his tank, blasts through the sheriff's station to free Billy's lawyer, and then storms the work farm to bust out his son. Sarah jumps on board for the big escape, and off they go toward the Tennessee border. Meanwhile, Zack's wife LaDonna, Shirley Jones, blackmails the Tennessee governor to make sure Billy gets a fair hearing once they cross the state line. Fun fact, Tank was shot mainly at Fort Benning, Columbus, and around Zebulon, Georgia. The big border crossing scene, that was actually filmed in southwest Atlanta, and the tank, it's a real 1942 Ford-built M4 Sherman, borrowed from collector Dave Ropke, also seen in The Blues Brothers. You can spot it now at the American Heritage Museum in Massachusetts. James Garner later wrote in his memoirs that the movie was just a workaday movie with nothing outstanding about it, though he definitely enjoyed driving the tank and smashing things. The team used practical effects, so all those tank chases and explosions were the real deal for the era. As for reaction, Tank got pretty mixed reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds a 20% tomatometer from critics. Reviews swing from sporadically entertaining, yet mostly underwhelming. Critics have called it a mashup of Death Wish and Smokey, and The Bandit, only with a tank. Garner's charm wins points, even if the movie jumps between gritty and goofy at times. The second half cranks up the comedy and chaos, but some folks think the acting gets hammy and the plot can get pretty far-fetched. Want more on Tank? Check out our Movies of the 80s review on Movies of the 80s on Vocal. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s on Substack for 80s movie deep dives. And of course, subscribe to Movies of the 80s here on YouTube for daily video uploads.